Hi guys, welcome back to my amazing kitchen. My name is Abba. In today's video, I am sharing this super delicious savory plantain cake recipe with you. You may know it as Ofam, Bodongo or Epetsie. So come along and let's get right into the video. So for the best results, you want to use overly ripe plantains, the ones that you almost want to throw out. Now, this recipe is not so much about the ingredients and their measurements, but it is more about the method, which you can use and add your own twist to it. So I'm using 3 overripe plantains, and after peeling them beautifully, I'm going to cut them into pieces into my asanka. You don't need your asanka for this. You can add your plantains to your blender or your food processor and blend it until smooth. I just like to do it in my asanka because it is easy and less cleanup. So I'm going to mash my plantain until they are smooth. It doesn't have to be super smooth. It is okay to have some texture in it. So now that my plantains are well mashed, I'm going to set it aside for later and proceed with the next step. To spice up my plantain, I'm going to blend some ginger, which is just a little bigger than a thumb size. I have here 1 onion, but I'm going to use half. And I have some Scotch bonnet, just a little bit because I don't want it overly spicy. I have about a teaspoon of cloves and some grains of selim. What I'm going to do is to blend all of this together into a smooth paste. But if you are blending your plantains in a blender or a food processor like I suggested, you can add all of this at once and blend it all together. I would have also loved to add some calabash nutmeg to it, but I ran out, so if you have it, you can definitely add it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my blended mixture to my plantain. This is where most of your flavor is going to come from. I also go ahead and add a little bit of salt, and I'm going to mix this together until well combined. Now I'm going to switch from my tapuli to a spatula so that I can mix it very well. Next, I go ahead and add about half a cup of all-purpose flour. You can also use Tom Brown or roasted corn or even cornmeal. If your plantains are more riper than mine, you may have to add a little bit more of the flour. Next, I add chopped onion for extra flavor and also to give it a bit of texture. So in total, I used 1 onion. I blended half and chopped the other half. To finish off our mixture, we are going to go ahead and add some palm oil. The palm oil is not just for color, but it is also for flavor. So make sure that you use a good quality of palm oil. At this point, our mixture is ready. So I'm going to set it aside and grease my baking pan. And I'm going to do this with some of the palm oil. You can go ahead and grease your baking pan with butter or even plain oil, but since we have palm oil in our cake, why not use it to grease it as well? Finally, scoop your butter into your baking tin. This cake has no leavening agents in it, so you want to make sure that you use the right baking dish for your cake. If your baking pan is bigger than your mixture, your cake will come out looking very flat because this cake is not going to rise. Next, we are going to pop our cake into our preheated oven and bake at 200 for about 10 to 15 minutes and then turn down the temperature to 170 and allow it to bake for about 35 to 40 minutes. After that, your cake should come out looking this beautiful and gorgeous. My kitchen right now is smelling so amazing. But after you take out your cake, you have to allow it to cool down for about 20 to 30 minutes before you slice into it. And as you can see, this savory plantain cake is usually served with some roasted peanuts. It's a combination made in heaven. So if you have some overly ripe plantain lying around in your kitchen, make sure to make some Ofam this weekend. So guys, until I come your way next time with another amazingly delicious recipe, please remember that cooking should always be fun and exciting. So bake this cake with love and see it radiate through the hearts of your family. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye!